Hi everybody, it's Ana-La-Rai with Sparkles of Love, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I would like to talk to you a little bit about cord cutting. And it's something that you can do for yourself. If you need some help, you can always book a session with me or with other healers. But cord cutting in these days and age, this time on planet Earth, is important to do because you can't stand in your own sovereignty, in your full expression of who you are, if you have a lot of cords attached to you. And these are energetic cords. And for me, I see them like ropes or tree branches, and very often they are dark in color. So we have cords with anyone that we have been intimate with for more than 3 times. We have cords with our parents and our siblings, our friends. So these cords were formed at the time, at the beginning, or the beginning of the relationships or friendships. And what they do is they were basically sharing of energy and feeding of energy. And when a child is little, they need to be corded to their mom. That's how they survive. That's how we support them as mothers. But once a child reaches, my guides vary at this, about between 11 and 14, they don't really need to be corded to anyone. And in previous times and cultures, there was always a ritual of passage as children grew up and became 14 and 16 and 17, and they might go off and do their first hunt or kill, or they might create something or go on a journey or a trip, or many different things in different cultures. And it was in an energetic way, it was like the releasing of the cords. We're saying, I'm an adult, I'm independent. But in our culture these days, there really isn't that anymore. There isn't that sort of ritual or tradition. And so what happens is you're still getting adults in their 30s and 40s and 50s and older who are still connected energetically to their children, to their friends, to their own parents, even if their parents have transitioned. So energetically, it doesn't help you, okay? Energetically, it's like you're being depleted very often. And sometimes you can feel those cords, but they don't allow you to stand in your own sovereignty. So what you want to do is you want to go into meditation. I'm going to tell you quickly how to do it, and then you can practice on your own. And what I do is I call forth on the soul of the person I want to cut cords with. And I imagine I'm on one side of a river and they are on another side of the river. And I see them and I look to my right, which is probably the other way, and my left, I got it backwards, and I see how many me there are. So, which will help me with my cords. And they can be from various lifetimes that I've had with this particular soul. So I might see, let's say in total, I see 7 versions of me in this lineup, and I look across at them. They don't necessarily have 7. They could have more, they could have less, they could have the same amount. But basically, what you want to do is you want to clear those cords so that the energetic attachments are gone. So I always start with the easiest. I ask my guides and their higher self and my higher self to show me the simplest one. And often they're through the heart. They can be very thin, tiny, 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 or like a thread. They can be huge. Depends on how much energetic attachment there has been. And what I want to do is, my job is to send love and light and forgiveness and gratitude through these cords, because most of them are a dark, gunky color, thick. And I want to clear them so they're white. I want to clear it at least halfway across the river, halfway between me and the person I'm clearing with. And then what I do is I call on Archangel Michael and ask for his sword, and I cut it right where I've cleared it. Now, you can clear further if you want, but you don't have to. Your responsibility is halfway. And then what I do is I take my hand and I pull out where it's attached in my heart or my solar plexus or my root chakra or the back of my neck, wherever it is, and I send it back to source light, okay? And then what I do is I take my hands and I want to put love or flowers or some sort of color or essence energetically into where the cord came out to assist with the healing, the speed of the healing. And you can have many cords with people. And what it does is it starts to free you, to bring you back into your own essence without the influence of others around you. And what I do is you'll have to do a series of sessions. What I do is I then ask for the next ones and the next ones. And you can't do them all at once, or at least I've never been able to. That's just too intense. So, but you can, after you've practiced a few, you could ask that the ones that are similar or easier to be grouped together. But I will guarantee you that almost always you're going to, especially with significant people in your life, you're going to have to do this several times in meditation and feel it clear. And if you don't clear it, you have to clear it at least halfway before you can cut the cord. And sometimes you'll see it and feel it clear all the way. But again, they have their own part of it to release. And what often happens is once you complete the releasing of all the cords, no matter how many sessions it takes, you might all of a sudden hear from that person. So just be prepared. And they could be people that are no longer in your life. And on some level, they feel it. They know it. They don't understand why. They might not even consciously know. They might not even be awake. So you just have to be prepared that that may happen. Okay? But what happens is you feel lighter after. You feel more of your own energy. You're not receiving the energy of someone else. So I hope that helps. I hope you get started on your cord clearing. There's lots of people you can do it with. So I think you should keep a little journal of it so you know who you've done and cleared. And I hope you have cordless days and feel so much lighter. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye for now.